Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. Let's talk about Survivor 42, Episode 3. There are so many people losing votes, and that is proving to be a problem.
Yeah, it is. But first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
And if you want to support us on Patreon, you know where to find us. Patreon.com/Nerdtainment. Support us over there, guys. It's fun.
Yay, David is back.
Hey, everybody. I missed you guys.
And this is quite the episode to talk
Woo,
about.
Boy,
we got people drowning.
Oh my God.
But yet still beautiful cinematography.
Gorgeous.
I
Yeah,
mean,
literally that's all I could think about was like, there are camera people catching all of this happening.
As people are like,
yeah, drowning.
Yes,
oh
gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then some votes.
Some votes and some non-votes.
And some non-votes. I thought we
Almost
was about to go to rocks, you guys.
Yes.
Let's start from the top.
We
are coming back from, well, it's not really coming back, but with the aftermath of Tribal.
Mm-hmm.
And Lindsay's like, went the way I wanted it to.
Worked out.
Fine. Just fine.
And Marianne's like, guess what, everybody? I've got an extra vote.
Okay, why is Marianne playing this like it's a team sport?
I don't know. It's not a whole extra vote for your tribe right now.
She thinks that it is.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about it. And then the next morning, she's like, all right, guys, so we're going to go on an idol hunt. And then we're going to have breakfast and watch the sun. Like,
she's
what?
That like type A personality on the like friend vacation where she's like, I have our itinerary all laid out for today. And it includes a group idol hunt. So let's all go looking for the idol together.
Okay. Well, everyone seems to be on board with this.
Yeah.
So off they go, and guess who's going to find it?
Marianne.
No, Marianne, she found it.
So she found it and she read it in front of Omer first, right?
Yes.
And so he kind of knows everything. But then I also see her like revealing to Lindsay, oh, I've lost my vote now because I found this idol. So I think this is just public information now for the tribe.
I mean, if your extra vote is public information and you said we're all going on an idol hunt together, I have to imagine it is now a tribe idol.
Yeah.
And I guess once you know, like it gives you that warning. If you open this, you got to do it. She chooses to do it. So I guess once that's revealed, people are like, sure, Marianne, this is your idol.
Yeah, no, truly. Everyone's like, great, you lost the vote.
You lost your vote.
And we have the information.
Exactly.
Great.
So that's what's happening on Taku. But let's go over to Vati.
Speaking of someone wanting information, right? Like, oh, I'm desperate for information. So Daniel... We're just getting a quick beat of like,
lawyer.
Oh my God, he's so annoying. Like he loses his stuff all the time.
And he moved his shoulder.
Yeah, right. That was good. And then he's like, Mike, I got to read that idol thing. Like, give me the idol thing. He's like a druggie who's like going through withdrawals or whatever. He's like, I got to read it one more time. I got to read it one more time.
I'll love me some legal
And Mike is like, leave me alone. Fine. Here, take the thing. Go read it. So Daniel like goes off into the jungle and is like reading this thing all by himself. And then he comes back and gives it back to Mike. And Mike's like, where's the thing? Where's the idol? Where's the explanation? And he's like, you didn't give me any of that. You just gave me the thingy. And Mike's like, no.
Oh my God. And we don't know because last week Mike couldn't find where he buried it.
I know.
And now I'm like, I don't know. Is this part of like Daniel trying to pretend like he never had the idol, but he's hiding it? And like it was so bizarre. And then literally they just traced their steps and he's like, oh yeah, it's right here on the ground.
Grass.
What is wrong with these people?
And then Mike's like, great, there's the idol, but where's the clue? Like, where is the information? Daniel's like, it's in my underwear. Like, what? I don't know. I could not figure out if he was just playing dumb here and trying to keep a piece of the idol for himself or if, like, he's really this absent-minded. But he's like, I almost lost the idol, Mike.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, you're not winning any fans on that tribe.
It was bizarro, but okay. So the idol is back with Mike, but what Daniel does learn in his reread of the fine print is that he's not able to nullify all the idols.
No.
there comes a time when it's like, even if you voted Mike out, like other people will have idols, and so Daniel's plan isn't quite fully hatched.
Right. Because initially he's like, oh, Mike doesn't have a vote. Let's just vote him out. He's got this idol. Let's get rid of him. But he's like, it's not that simple. Like, maybe I don't want to get rid of Mike right now. But that takes us into immunity.
Oh my God, we get right to this immunity. I was like, oh, this is just setting us up for something.
Yeah.
But here we are. We are on a choppy day. It's a windy day. Is that why it's so choppy?
Quite windy. The waves are rolling in. It's like good surfing weather,
Yes. Too bad this was not a surf challenge. But before we get into it, and it is going to be immunity and reward here, we get toolkits, fruit, some stuff here. But Marianne comes in, and Phil. Wait, is this Phil? This is Jeff.
It's Jeff.
Oh my God, too many chefs. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that didn't sound right. Jeff. He's like, Marianne, which I think is always going to be his go-to.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, Marianne.
Yeah. Give me something.
You got something.
Yeah.
And she does always have something. And she goes on about her bunnies in her mailbox. But it's in true Marianne form.
Yeah.
That you and I both
of us
just thought she was just talking.
I literally was like,
just telling a story.
I know that Marianne is supposed to be the fan favorite here, but like, this chick is crazy as I'm listening to this. And then Sarah's like, that was her phrase. And I'm like, oh my God, it's her idol phrase. I completely forgot that it was the idol phrase. I was like, oh my Lord.
That's why it was like perfect for Marianne to get it, because I think we, like most everyone else who's not on the tribe with her and doesn't fully get it, are like, this girl.
No, and Jeff does that perfect thing where she tells this crazy story and he's like, all right, so anyway, let's get to it.
I was like, not that like just switcheroo, just like full stop and like back to the show.
So funny.
Oh my God.
But you got to notice, Mike did not use his phrase. I think that Mike is waiting for both phrases to be said before he says his phrase.
He is, and that's part of Daniel's plan was like, don't activate it. But it's really smart on Mike's part because he now knows that Marianne has an idol, and no one knows that he has an idol.
That's right.
So I don't hate this game plan.
Yeah, the only issue is that if somebody on the other tribe is playing a similar game and not saying their phrase until the other phrase it's like a game of chicken. Like, who's going to say the phrase first?
Right. And you don't get to vote.
And you don't get to activate the idol until it's all said. So it's a little bit of a risk, but as far as we've seen so far, the third tribe does not have their piece of this idol. So Mike's strategy is like, okay for now.
Ray, thank you for the super sticker.
Thank you, Ray. We appreciate you.
Yes. Okay.
So we have to sit some people out, right? Yes. So it's Romeo, and then Daniel and Lydia are both sitting out for Vati.
Yes. Thank goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Because what's about to go down was crazy. First, though, let's start with Jonathan, who is legitimately Aquaman.
Legit. That it's a much better reference. I was like, he's like the Hulk, which, yes, he's got the strength of the Hulk in this, but it is very much Aquaman. He walks through the ocean like there's no waves.
And again, the cinematography, like the shots of what Jonathan was doing was incredible.
Amazing.
He's carrying this ladder, which Jeff is telling us is super, super heavy, but he's making it look like no big deal.
It's made of like tinfoil.
Then he's going back and getting his tribe mates.
He's literally like pushing Marianne through the water.
Yeah.
And she's like, thank you.
Yes, thank you. It was incredible to watch him. And then, we eventually see him like up on the beach and he's tossing some sandbags.
They just all plop on there effortlessly.
Yeah.
He literally held up the ladder by himself for Lindsay to climb up and get the key from the top of the thing. Meanwhile, the other tribes, they can't even swim against the current. They're trying to get to the ring to then dive down and untie the buoy to unlock the ladder, and Jonathan is like lobbing that sixth bag up or fifth bag, whatever it is, into position. Taku handily wins immunity, which God bless, they needed it. Like, they're down to 4 people. So absolutely. They needed a break from tribal council. But it was incredible that he is the only, I mean, that's going to make him a huge target physically when the time comes. But
you ain't getting rid of him on your tribe right now, are
not
ya?
right now.
No, because y'all just won immunity.
Yeah.
While the other two are still drowning.
It's literally like Jonathan won an individual immunity challenge here. Mm-hmm. He is the only person who could complete this challenge with the waves the way they were.
And it was really great to just see the juxtaposition because, we're watching this on TV. We can't really tell how easy or difficult these are. Mm. And so to see him breeze through it, we might be like, no big deal.
Oh, yeah.
But no, those other tribes were like, big deal.
Roxbury is literally like sending up flares, like SOS, I'm drowning, help me! Like it's bad. The waves keep washing completely over
knocked
them.
Over with the ladder. People are like off track. They're like way over, trying to get back on. It's so rough. Again, beautiful shots. Survivor. They're like, let's just watch this for a while.
And literally that's what I was thinking of watching this too. I'm like, as much trouble as these people are having, there are men with cameras in the ocean filming this. What? And getting the most beautiful shots.
Beautiful shots.
How is this possible?
But eventually, Jeff's going to be like, hold up.
Cut.
Everyone, pause. Come out of the water. He's like,
it's enough. Get out of the water. Because the people who are sitting out, like Lydia's literally like, thank God I sat this one out.
They're like,
and Daniel's like, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Like, because guess what? Everyone's getting weaker and weaker and weaker as they continue to get washed over by these waves. The waves are not getting any weaker. So I think ultimately the producers are like, this is literally impossible. Yeah. They're never going to do it. Get him out of the water so nobody drowns.
Right. That is just physically how that works. Like they don't get stronger and beat the waves. Yeah. It gets harder for them. So wise choice on production team at this point. And of course, Jeff's going to be like, never done before, but get the heck out of here. Yeah. We're going to just stop this right now. You guys take a breath while we'll go get the keys out of the water, producers. And I did love like one little shot of like behind I was like, who are you? Like, what's going on? Okay. But they're going to get the keys. Everyone's going to take a moment. Yeah. We're going to start over right here on land.
Like literally like water, everybody hydrate, recenter. Here's like a little bite of fruit just so that y'all like, we're going to start over the starting line, right? Like you're on the beach. Yeah. You have your keys and now you have to like do the rest of it. Ladder to the sandbags and then land the sandbags. But it's like basically start fresh from here. Forget all of that ever happened.
Please, hopefully.
Yeah.
And so this is going to just be like fairly tied, right? Back and forth. Boom, boom, boom. We've got Mike on one side, Rockstar on the other, knocking them down. Then they are going to switch it out. And we do get to see Drea is going to give us our winning shot
for Ika.
For Ika to take second place.
Yep.
Meaning Vati has lost.
First time Vati has lost an immunity challenge, right? And so they have to give up their flint. But before that happens, Taku gets to pick someone from Vati, right? To go on the journey.
For the journey. Not only is this their first time going to tribal, this is the first time we've had a 3-tribe survivor. And it went tribe for tribal.
Interesting.
So we are getting 1, 2, 3 for each tribe to go to tribal.
So everybody has fire now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So Taku is going to pick Chanel.
Yep.
From Vati. And then they can pick either from themselves or the other tribe. And they're going to pick Omar for this journey. I'm going to call him Omar.
I know you are, but they keep saying Omar on the show.
They do keep saying
Omar.
It is
definitely spelled Omar, but they keep saying Omar.
And maybe he's told them it's Omar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's going on the journey with Chanel is the point of this, right? So Vati now goes back to camp. And they're trying to figure out, Chanel's gone, so she can't really be involved in the strategy. Like, we wish Chanel were here to talk about this because we would love, like, a full picture of where the tribe is. But Mike and Jenny, they're all about strength on the tribe. And so they're like, Lydia's got to go. And then Daniel, Lydia, and Hai are saying, Jenny. Well, then Daniel... He's the snake here. Right?
Yeah.
He's the one who's playing both sides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we see him go back to Mike and Jenny and be like, I was only talking to them. Yeah. Like, they were trying to get my vote. Like, but I'll be honest with you. They said Jenny. And I said, okay, but I'm really with you. And they're like, Lydia. And he's like, yeah. faux show.
And Daniel says, like, I really would prefer to get Lydia out here.
He does. We hear him say that.
However, Mike doesn't have a vote.
Right.
And I know that because I read that clue 50,000 times by myself in the grass.
I read it again.
Right before I lost the idol. I read that.
And then I went back and read it again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's like, if I vote Lydia, we're at a split vote. So I really need to get Chanel on board.
Yeah. We are left here at this point hearing Chanel is the vote. This is the deciding vote. We need Chanel's vote.
Where is Chanel? Cut to.
She's on a summit.
They have gotten up there. We don't need to. The journey doesn't matter, y'all. We're at the top now.
Here we are.
And they have bonded at this moment, Omar and Chanel.
It appears that way. And we do hear Chanel say, my vote's important.
Yeah.
Gotta have my vote.
Gotta have it, yes.
I'm gonna need it on this tribal.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tribal. And Omar's like, you're a cool chick.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in the way of this. I trust you.
I don't want to screw you over.
No.
What does that benefit me?
No. Yeah. And they sort of, not knowing exactly what they're heading into, they're like, we're cool. Let's not screw each other over.
Yep.
We're good. We'll do our best here.
Yeah. And it's all about Chanel needs to protect that vote.
Yes.
She needs that vote.
Needs that vote, girl.
So they go down part ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we are watching this conversation not 100% clear of what they're doing, but it's just the risk protect thing again, right? When they finally get down to it.
Right. Yeah. We see the wheel. We know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we see Omar being like, well, she just said how important her vote is.
Yeah.
So seems to me she's going to protect it. Cool. I can risk my vote. Doesn't hurt her. She's still good.
He gets an extra vote.
I get an extra vote.
All good in the hood. Like, it's
done.
Fine.
Easy. Okay. Cut to Chanel being like, forget what I just said.
My vote's not that important. I'm going to risk it because I came to play Survivor.
What?
Okay.
Chanel.
So we see her risk the vote.
Yes.
So now we know what's going to happen. Both of them are going to lose their vote.
Yes, and we know she's about to go back to a tribe full of people being like, we need your vote.
Now, here's my question.
Okay.
Logistics-wise, mechanics-wise. Does Omar lose his vote at the next time he goes to tribal?
Right.
Okay. So it lingers for him until he ends up at tribal.
He doesn't know for sure until he's at tribal and gets that note.
Okay,
like you walk up there to vote.
So keep that in mind, folks.
Yeah.
At some point, Omar will have lost his vote coming up.
And to be honest, okay, we know this. The rest of the tribe obviously isn't going to figure this out yet, but we know that Chanel has just lost her vote. We know that Mike has lost her vote. Ginny had this opportunity. What was that, episode 1?
Oh, yeah.
And she did not risk. She protected her vote.
That's right.
We could have had even one less vote in this tribal. Holy moly.
Yeah, truly.
But here we are.
So we're back on the island.
We got to get back to Vati.
Lydia's like kind of getting nervous. Where's Chanel?
Sure,
we really need to talk to Chanel. Cue Chanel, right? She's coming back on the boat.
Chanel's arrival.
Mm-hmm. And she's saying like, I'm not sure if I'm going to have a vote tonight.
She's very honest with Daniel. We get all the information to Daniel, which shows me that she does actually feel close to Daniel, right?
Yeah.
They quickly are like, okay, Lydia, I might not have a vote. Okay, we got to come up with a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And Chanel's plan is like, let's try to split up the vote. Let's get a vote on Ginny. Let's get a vote on Mike so that the 2 votes on Lydia are all that we need.
Mm-hmm.
If she doesn't have her vote.
Right.
Well,
then it just becomes this like convoluted thing.
Yeah.
Where
Chanel's
Chanel's
really
like,
make sense to some people.
I got it.
Yeah.
Here's the solution. She's going to Hai and she's going to Lydia, right? And she's saying like, we got to split the votes between Mike and Jenny, Mike and Jenny, because we don't know if they have an idol. So us 4, we're going to split the votes, and the girls are going to go Jenny, and the guys are going to go Mike.
Right, and we do see Hai being like, "Wait, why, what, and who?" And Chanel's like, "Don't worry about it. Idol, do this.
Stop asking questions, Hai." And he's like, "This is fishy. Like, she's too adamant about this plan." and she's not wanting to talk out the logic of it. So something's up. Like Hai is just his spidey senses going off, right?
Yeah, I think he had some like good reads.
Yeah.
Where even though he didn't have the full information, he knew this wasn't sitting right.
Mm-hmm.
But he's working with these people, so he's nodding along at this time. But ultimately, we are headed into this tribal knowing that it's either going to be a tie or they were able to convince Hai or something here. Okay?
It's just confusing. I mean, if I were Hai, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're trying to make us 4 a 2-2 vote, but then there's Mike and Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
They're also 2. So then it's going to be a 3-way tie potentially. Like, what are you talking about here? This doesn't work, but Chanel just doesn't have an explanation for that because maybe she didn't think it through that far.
Well, and it's so interesting to hear Chanel's confessional. Her soundbite going into this is like, I don't even have a vote yet. I'm orchestrating this vote.
So confident.
And I was like, oh no.
Yes.
Whenever you get a confessional going into tribal like that,
no,
it's going to be the opposite.
She's like, my social game, y'all, is fire. And like, I am influencing the vote even without one. And it's like, I guarantee you're not at this point.
You might not be. I mean, your social game did seem like fire, but it might not be after this tribal. I don't know.
At tribal, Daniel is basically like, Jeff Probst, I will lose this game, and here's why.
Let me tell you why. And you know what? You then showed us why.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Yeah, he's talking about being paranoid.
Yeah.
And I know that he thinks that this is cute. And he did this in his pre-interview as well. He was like, oh, I'm not going to win, whatever. And I was like,
probably like self-deprecating, like, I'm not a threat. Take the spotlight off of him.
I think it's a little Dr. Will Big Brother thing. It's like, don't look over here.
Don't worry about me.
Right. But he then made a huge mistake of falling into a Jeff Probst trap of like, who makes you calm?
Yeah.
And he named 2 very specific people who were not aligned with Hai.
Uh-huh.
And Hai's like,
wait, who now makes you calm? Now? Why those specific people?
You saw the wheels a turning.
Oh, yeah. And we also see that like shot of Chanel and Daniel like whispering to each other, like, it's Lydia, it's Lydia. And Hai kind of looks like he sees that out of the corner of his eye. So there are just like a bunch of red flags popping up for Hai during this tribal council.
Like, why are you re-saying it, Chanel? Y'all had a plan. Like, you don't have to
also,
re-say it.
Don't do this. No, she was like, like, just be like, like something. Like, you're literally like mouthing a name.
Like what? Like how? Don't mouth the name. This was so rookie.
I know.
But I love that we could see the wheels a turning, and then we go to vote, and I was like, oh, we didn't talk long enough. What is that? Cooking?
Yeah, exactly. There's too much time left in this episode for something not to be up. Here, I will say the last beat we get going into this vote is Jenny being like, my heart is pounding out of my chest, Jeff. I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
And we know how this ends up.
Yeah.
So we get to the vote, right?
Yeah, we see Chanel gets her little message.
No vote.
Yeah, no vote.
Mike has no vote.
We know Mike has no vote.
So when we read the votes, it's 2-2. Lydia versus Jenny.
Lydia, Jenny. Which I'm so glad to see, honestly, because that means Hai got all the red flags.
Oh, yeah.
Read the situation.
Yeah.
And said, I ain't following whatever the heck y'all are cooking up.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a tie, Jenny, Lydia. Jeff's like,
okay,
here we go. We got to revote. Y'all, there are 15 minutes left in the hour at this point.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jeff's like, revote. And Lydia and Jenny, obviously now you two don't have a vote because you're tied, right? So we know that there are now 4 people without a vote. It's not entirely clear yet to everybody there that that's the case. But when we come back and it is a 1-1 tie, Lydia and Jenny, Hai literally is like, where are the votes?
Wait, Jeff! Excuse me, Jeff! Where are the votes?
You read 4 when you should have read 6. And now you're reading 2 and we're done? What's going on?
Why are we stopping at 2? His faces, too, were amazing. Hai cannot, he's not a plain vote. He's like,
what?
Like, he was like, what is going on? Is he having a panic attack? I don't know. Yes. The faces are just
So good.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay, Jeff's going to be like, all right, hold it up there, Hi. Right, I got some things to say.
Here's the thing, Hi. We got a little excited about twists and losing votes. And now y'all just have to reveal that you don't have votes because...
He was like, look, I know you didn't necessarily want to talk about it, but here we are. And so Mike and Chanel are like,
no votes, but no explanation as to why, right? No. Like, it's not like I have an idol, so I don't have a vote or anything like that. We just know that for whatever reason, Mike and Chanel are not voting now. So Hi and Daniel, Jeff's like, Survivor first. Like, we could go to rocks if y'all can't make a decision. And here's the situation. Hi and Daniel, it's between you two. Mike and Chanel, you can try to convince here.
Sure.
But you still don't have any kind of say.
No.
Here. However, you will draw a rock, Mike and Chanel, if it goes to rocks.
Yes. Daniel's like, let me clarify. No. Is it just the 2 rocks?
Yeah.
Because, oh boy. But so once we get to the point of discussion, Daniel, and now he's a lawyer. Well, he's studied to be a lawyer, passed the bar, but he's just a law clerk. I don't know the difference. I don't want to say just a law clerk.
Yeah.
But he's not practicing lawyer. But anyway, he went to law school. Mm-hmm. And his negotiation tactics, I think, were awful. Because he placed all his cards right out there.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
He said, and I guess in his head he thought, let's make it clear. We can figure this out. We can negotiate. Yeah. We can compromise. But I'm not going to rocks. Okay.
Daniel thought,
great.
Let's all agree. Yeah. We're not going to rocks. Mm. I do not want to go to rocks. And I know none of you do either. And Hi straight up is like, guess what? I will go to rocks.
Yes.
I'm not changing my vote.
Because you just put your cards out there, Daniel. This is not a good negotiation tactic.
It's not.
Hi can now take the upper hand and say,
you don't want to go rocks? Then you change your vote.
Yeah. I don't mind going to rocks. And guess what? And honestly, Hi did exactly what I was hoping he was going to do. Because if you look at the situation, he obviously got played or they tried to blindside him or whatever.
He's in the minority.
He's on the bottom of this, and he doesn't know if he can trust Daniel, Chanel. He already wasn't really working with Mike and Jenny. So to lose his number in Lydia would have been detrimental.
Yes.
And then you're just now hoping that Daniel will work with you again?
Because they're like, Jenny, jumps in and she's like, Hi, you're going to fracture the tribe if you blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no. Here's what Hi is looking at. Yeah. He's looking at Daniel, Jenny, Mike, and Chanel are all together. That's a foursome.
Yeah.
So if I vote out Lydia now, I'm the next one to go because I'm on the bottom of you 4. So my best move here, yes, I'm still going to be in the minority if I keep Lydia, but at least I can get Jenny out of here.
Yes.
And then, I know those 2 suckers maybe don't have votes or something. So,
or if we go to rocks, you guys, obviously he doesn't want to go out, but them losing a number out of Daniel, Chanel, or Mike, those odds are still better for him, for one of those 3 to go, hoping that he stays. So I'm so impressed with Hi in this moment. He stands his ground. I need to keep my number. And Lydia, I don't mind going to rocks. Then Daniel says, great, I'll double down on ruining my game here.
It's all Chanel's fault. Chanel's like, excuse me?
Pardon?
And he's like, nope, Chanel told me what to do. It was all her. And I'm just doing what Chanel tells me to. So Chanel, you tell me how to vote. And she's like, what are you talking about?
I back that up. I mean, Chanel was like, excuse me, you're a super fan and you're telling me you're just out here playing my game. This doesn't even add up.
Yeah.
I don't think so. And he's like, no, I voted for you.
For you. You told me to do this.
You don't have a vote. She was like, you need to stop it right now. I think at one point, Hi was like, Chanel, can you please tell him? Yeah. And she's like, I'm not playing this.
I will not do that. That's not what's happening here. And Daniel's like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
I really just need your permission to vote.
Oh, I was like, Daniel, you might not want to keep going down this path. This whole thing was like, I don't know about this, but ultimately Daniel is the snake.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily mean that in a bad term.
Sure.
That's the role he's playing here.
Yeah.
So he's going to cave.
Yeah.
He already told us he's paranoid. Yeah. And he's already willing to turn and flip and whatever.
Not going to go to rocks.
Yes. So he's like, hey, are you going to hold this against me? Hi.
Yeah.
Hi's like, of course not.
Lydia, are we good? I promise we're good.
Absolutely.
We're good, Daniel. Come over to us. Like, yeah, of course they're going to say that stuff. No, we're bad.
Yeah. And then, so he's like, with heavy heart.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry to have to do this, Jenny, but I'm going to switch my vote with High and vote you out. And Jenny's just like, what just happened? Which honestly, yeah, right?
I mean, I'm bummed for Jenny because I was like, I don't know, there was something about her that I was kind of excited about.
I was so excited about Jenny. She was out way too early for my liking.
Yeah.
I really, honestly wanted it to go to Rocks because I was up for any of the other people to go out.
That would have been amazing.
I didn't want to lose Jenny or Lydia today. And now I definitely don't want to lose High.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I saw so much good in him tonight.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, of course. But it was like, Daniel kind of blew it in this negotiation, like you say. To come out and say, like, there's just no way I'm going to Rocks. High then turns it as like, well, you have the keys to your own destiny. Yeah. Change your vote if you don't want to go to Rocks.
Yeah. All right.
Calls his bluff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm ready to go to Rocks. Well, you just said that was the worst thing. So let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Yeah. I don't know how Daniel is going to get out of this mess.
I don't know either.
Mike is pissed off at him.
Yeah.
Chanel is not happy with him.
Yeah.
And even if High and Lydia use him for a minute, they don't have full trust in him.
No. Yeah. Right? I do think he will last a bit longer probably because the reality is that Mike still doesn't have a vote. So Mike or Chanel is an easy vote out at the next tribal if High, Lydia, and Daniel want to stick together. Unless Chanel can somehow be like, you obviously can't trust Daniel.
Right.
Like, I know we had our differences, but like, let's just patch it over and you can trust me longer term more than you can trust Daniel. Like there's an opportunity there. But if High and Lydia just want to use Daniel for a number for a minute, fine. But long term, this guy has tanked his game.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble big time until he like gets a tribe swap or merge or something where he can get like maybe a second chance.
Because don't forget, it's not just this tribal performance, which was like poorly played, but it's the whole like, you're annoying, you lose stuff, you lost my idol. Like there are many reasons that Daniel is frustrating people at camp. So
right. Yes. I mean, good luck to him getting his way. I mean, he does have some skills, so I'm sure he's going to work hard at it, but like this is going to be very, very hard for him. Mm-hmm. And then in the preview, we also saw like Jonathan might be annoying people or frustrating people.
Okay. Also, Roxroy's just up to his old tricks of just pissing everybody off.
Yeah, we're getting to get back to that.
Yeah.
Because we knew that was still happening. We just haven't seen it lately. But yeah, I agree. Such a bummer to lose Ginny. I honestly was annoyed, like, rewind back to when we first go to Vati and we hear names and they're just like, Lydia, Jenny. And I was like, wait, what? Why these two? These are two ladies that I really do want to see play.
Yes.
I mean, I guess I understand if you think like keep the tribe strong. Lydia doesn't seem like a big challenge piece.
No.
But like we didn't really get any good conversation on why.
Keep the tribe strong. Get rid of Daniel. He can't even keep his shoulder in his socket.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Right. Well, now I don't think they saw that fully. But now, that's going to be music to everyone's ears right there.
Yeah.
This episode was amazing.
It was so good.
So good.
2 Survivor firsts, right?
Yes.
In terms of stopping the challenge midway and then having to reveal who lost their vote. You know, that's never happened at a tribal before. They've never had to.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Finally, all this like losing your vote kind of paid off.
Yeah.
Got real messy.
Yes. And I kind of was surprised that there was no shot in the dark on this episode. I guess now I'm just, I mean, we saw the shot in the dark get played one time in all of Survivor 41, but then to see Zach smartly play it and go for it.
Yeah.
And then did Mariah go for it in episode 2? And so I was like, I feel like these people are just up to do it
every time.
Yeah, but
no, my God, could you imagine if we had that as well and you lost your vote too?
Yeah.
Well, I guess then we wouldn't have had a tie.
Yeah.
True. They wouldn't have realized it. Wow, that would have been super messy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, these people, thanks for showing up and making a good gameplay, even if it's messy and not good gameplay. I'm here for it. Yeah. You know what else I'm here for? These people in the chat.
You guys.
You are the best. We love you. You're amazing.
Such a good crowd. Invite your friends next week and let's double these numbers, you guys, because we love an active, robust chat, live chat.
Robust.
And we need a robust comment section too. So if you are joining us later, make sure you let us know what you thought about this messy tribal, this disastrous immunity challenge. And is Marianne one of the craziest people to ever play Survivor? Discuss. Amazing. You're right, Megan. Thank you for reminding me. Last week, Lydia won them. She did do it.
That immunity. So how dare you come for her? I need more. I need more information. Like why Ginny and Lydia?
Yeah.
Unacceptable. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. We will be back tomorrow.
For BB Can.
BB Can eviction is tomorrow night. And then, of course, we'll be back next week.
All right. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.